Our first night's camp was invaded by little midgies, so we had to leave all our lights off, but it was still a cool night and an even cooler morning at around 3 degrees. It didn't look as if the wildflowers had finished for the year either, as we headed out for the day's exploration.
Tree down ahead.
Roger. Do we need to do gardening or can we get round?
Our next stop is the old Mount Jackson homestead. This old building is slowly falling into disrepair and the vandals are not helping much either. I just wish people could visit without shooting or breaking everything they see. Mount Jackson was named in 1896 by the explorer Gregory. A settlement developed in the Mount Jackson area after gold was found in 1894. Once there were 2 hotels at the height of the gold rush period. Mount Jackson and the homestead were developed around the same time. The old homestead building is heritage listed, but it seems that the pastoral lease has been relinquished.
Now this is the mailbox, and some loser has been shooting at it. Oh yeah, so let's leave some more rubbish in here. This is what we do. Fucking pissant cockheads. I can. I do. We do all the time. And here we're going to go into the Mount Jackson homestead and see what disgusting mess has been left here. Oh well, yep. That has been completely destroyed. What was here is gone.
And shooting at it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a penny.
1936, 1932.
It's got the king's head on
Oh, Charles, they made a coin of him already.
it. I don't know why I'm even doing this.
I can't fucking see you. You've got no glasses on.
Mark missed it.
Yeah, you did. Want me to read it for you? You don't have your eyes on. 1940.
42.
42 is it?
Yep.
Broken in half, isn't it? Ah. I know the little mother won't have any. Oh, it's got fruit in it. Bit of cake.
Everything's got fruit.
Ah. The rubbish man comes once a week, so we just stick all our rubbish in these bins and they'll come and pick them up. I suppose the good thing is they didn't shoot the bottles and leave them on the ground. When you see the dumb shit people do and leave behind, it's easy to understand why government authorities stop people from coming to these places.
This is the view looking out from the old homestead over what was once the home paddock.
Mount Jackson. There's supposed to be about 13 graves in here, but we can only count 3 for sure. This one over here behind me looks like it's actually pretty good. We're at the old Mount Jackson cemetery. There's around about 13 graves in here.
On the way out of Mount Jackson, a couple of the wild horses run out in front. Our next planned stop is Mount Elvia Homestead, but this area now has operating mines and we have to cross a few of the haul roads before we get there. On the way out of the Mount Jackson area, we come across an old chimney and workings in an area called Allen's Find. So we stop to explore for a bit.
Look. Microwave.
Whereabouts? So where's this other structure? I mean the 44-gallon drums?
Well, yeah, that's the structure. It looked like a rock.
No sticks in there. Whoa.
Yeah, there's a hole there.
Fuck yeah.
Once it was required that all mines not be filled in after being worked. While this may have been a good idea at the time, they are now not very stable and can be quite dangerous to approach.
American, you'd go in there. Yeah, it looks a bit hairy, but we'll give it a crack. Oh, there's a big fucking hole down there.
I wouldn't give that a crack.
Toss a bigger rock in. I need a bigger sound. They're still going.
Fuck, that's the
It's deep.
That's the deepest one yet.
We've pulled up at Evanston to have a look around at the old mine here, and it's lunchtime, so we've gone to Steve's Hot Dog Emporium, and we're having a really easy lunch of hot dogs.
Easy bush tucker.
eyes like a turn.
After a bit of a drive, we decided to visit the Evanston area for lunch before heading to Mount Elvia Station. Evanston was discovered in 1937 by Arthur Evans. The remote location, lack of water and overlying ground cover hid the deposit for 40 years after many of the other locations in the eastern goldfields were discovered.
Whole pile of machinery in here. You should come up here and see what we just found.
Good on now.
Or you can wait till the video comes out.
The mine was eventually abandoned around 1948 until the 1980s, but all activity has long since ceased. It looks like this machinery was moved to this spot and not buried under the overburdened piles.
Could be. Look at that. What is that?
Valve of some sort.
Yeah, it's got something going in there. One on that side. And then there's a little chute for something to go in, and all the muck is in here.
Yeah, nah.
The original plan was to head off to Mount Elvia for the night to camp. On the way we stopped at a well that has been covered by parks and wildlife.
I think I'll shit in the bush. Just arrived at Mount Elvia Station.
Bring that at all. Yeah. And that's all wood. That's a steel beam.
People lived here. Still got power points.
Yeah, pretty new power points though.
You can power your, plug your generator in, and the power comes on.
The homestead struck us as a bit bleak, so we decided to head back to Evanston to camp.
Reasonably recent, doesn't it?
Worked out why the phone doesn't work. Cable's been cut. Just stopped at Elvia Rock.
Mark, your dick's hanging out.
More clowns in the bush and a little baby skull. No, it's not a baby skull. It's a skull. Tiny skull.
There are some pretty big tadpoles in here.
We're just exploring the Elvia Rock, and behind me is some sort of dam that's been built, probably by the station owners, to capture some of the water in this small little rock hole. Just at where the ruins are marked on the map, there's a couple of these cement pots, if you want to call them like that. I don't know what they are. It's almost like they would have been used, or could have been used for plants. And this is the ruins of the structure. God only knows what it was though. But it is just down from where that little dam was on the rock, and in the scrub is this stand of some sort. Don't know whether it was used to protect the water trough from the animals from pushing it over.
Also a donkey. There's no humps on it, so I don't think it's a camel.
Must have had a sore knee. It's full of sand. Oh, they've all run away. That's a little lamb. Baby human.
What the hell is that?
It's a baby human.
It's a cat.
No, it's an alien.
I agree, I think it's a cat
I think it's an
or a
alien.
small dog.
No, it's not a dog. It hasn't got a big enough nose.
It could be one of those.
Here we are back at Evanston with our camp set up, the fire going and getting ready to make dinner, and all before the sun goes down.